ultimately, we are attracted to languages we find beautiful. It might be the sound, it might be the way it's written, it might be the way it's sang. Either way, cultivating our love for the beauty of the language we want to learn is a good idea. In this video, we will be reading and analyzing 3 short French poems on love. The first one is À Célimène by Alphonse Daudet. Je ne vous aime pas, c'est dit, je vous déteste. Je vous crains comme on craint l'enfer de peur du feu, comme on craint le typhus, le choléra, la peste. Je vous hais à la mort, madame. Mais mon Dieu, expliquez-moi pourquoi je pleure quand je reste 2 jours sans vous parler et sans vous voir un peu. Classic kindergarten move from our friend Alphonse here. I don't like you, I hate you, I'm going to insult you. But in reality, it's because I love you. I don't like you, je ne vous aime pas. I hate you, je vous déteste. And then he insults her by saying she's like some of the worst diseases. We have le typhus, le choléra, and la peste, the plague. Je vous hais à la mort, madame. I despise you to death, madame. He's very dramatic. But then there's a shift. It's like he almost whispers. Mais mon Dieu, but my God, expliquez-moi, tell me. Je pleure quand je reste 2 jours sans vous parler. I cry when I am 2 days without talking to you. Not all boys are as teasing and clueless as Alphonse is here. Some are much more aware of their feelings, like Ronsard. Ronsard, who was a poet from the 16th century. And this poem, where it looks like he is talking to Cupid directly, is very interesting. À Cupidon, Ronsard. Le jour pousse la nuit et la nuit sombre pousse le jour qui luit d'une obscure ombre. Mais la fièvre d'amour qui me tourmente demeure en moi toujours et ne s'allante. Ce n'est toi pas moi, Dieu, qu'il falloit poindre. Ta flèche en autre lieu se devoit joindre. It's not a declaration of love or hate. It's a statement. A description of how some feelings are stronger than anything else, stronger than nature, who always changes. Le jour pousse la nuit, the day pushes the night. Et la nuit pousse le jour qui luit, and the night pushes the shining day. Nature changes, days go by. But his feelings don't change. Mais la fièvre d'amour qui me tourmente, but the fever of love that torments me, demeure en moi toujours, still stays with me, et ne s'allante and doesn't go away. Which is inconvenient, because it seems that his love is not possible, that he can't do anything but maybe watch his love from afar. And so he complains to God that he made a mistake. Ce n'est toi pas moi, Dieu, qu'il falloit poindre. It wasn't me, God, that needed to be hit. Ta flèche en autre lieu se devoit joindre. Your arrow in another place should have fallen. We have some weird-looking words and verbs here because, well, this is a poem from the 16th century. The last poem, however, is much more recent. It's from 1915. Si je mourais là-bas, Apollinaire. Loup. Si je meurs là-bas, souvenir qu'on oublie. Souviens-t'en quelquefois aux instants de folie, de jeunesse et d'amour et d'éclatante ardeur. Mon sang, c'est la fontaine ardente du bonheur, et sois la plus heureuse, étant la plus jolie. So, when you see 1915 and French poets in the same sentence, you can be sure that the poem that you are going to read is not a happy one. This poem was written during the First World War, and it's a letter from a soldier to his love. Now, we can imagine Apollinaire in those awful frontline trenches, seeing his friends die around him and thinking about what would his love do when he dies himself. What's honorable here is that he's not afraid for himself, he's afraid for her. Loup, si je meurs là-bas. Loup, if I die there. There being the front line. Souviens-t'en quelquefois aux instants de folie, de jeunesse et d'amour. Remember me sometimes during instants of foolishness, of youth and love. He's asking her to keep on living. Sois la plus heureuse, étant la plus jolie. Be the happiest, being the prettiest. In other words, don't mourn me, because you're too pretty for that, and you deserve to be happy. If you enjoy reading in French, I suggest you take a look at this playlist in which I'm translating French songs. That's it for me for today. Tell me which of the poems you enjoy the most in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye.